Thirdly, we got to act like we believe in ourselves. Oh, yeah, because when we believe in ourselves and act on it, we create possibilities that never would have been possible had we not just believed. Okay.
I just finished watching a TED by Sheryl Lee Ralph. It's a TED where she speaks about the three-step formula to believing in yourself. Working in the film industry for the past 5 years, it's something that I learned, that you gotta believe in yourself, but also how difficult this industry is. It's an industry that, I don't want to say is evil, but it's an industry that's not for the faint of heart. Mainly because in this industry, man, we constantly deal with rejection. It's an industry whereby there's a lot of ego, there's a lot of evil, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. And one of the first things that leaves is your self-esteem. It's an industry where people are judged by their beauty. You never know what somebody wants from you. You never know if someone is being nice or if someone is trying to get something. And constantly is an industry where who you know matters most than what you know or what you can do. And a lot of times that comes with stroking egos. A lot of times that comes with a lot of manipulation. And it's just a weird industry working in it. And for the past 5 years, because a lot of times, right, if you think about a job, think about work, how is each decision made? It's a movie that has 4 main characters. There are over 4,000 actors applying for the same roles. How do you decide on which character? How ethical? I think in this industry, ethics and morality sometimes, man, it's not there. And what that all does is it takes away your own self-esteem. It takes away the way you view yourself. It takes away that personal desire or knowledge of self. You see a lot of people, if you've ever wondered, why do celebrities do what they do? Why do these people who seem successful live the lives they do? It's because it's the way the industry is designed, right? It's a see me industry. It's a me industry. And there's a lot. Like, if you don't know who you are, it'll destroy you. It's the same thing that I see with a platform such as YouTube that we are on right now. It's a platform whereby if you're a creator, man, you gotta have a lot of thick skin. You gotta have a lot of dedication to what you're doing and an understanding of how each thing you're doing impacts your life, right? For me, I see it as a director cinematographer. One of the biggest challenges that I always have is, as a director, a lot of people want to work with me. A lot of people want that, but sometimes you see that people don't just want to work with you. They want the opportunity to create, let's say, demo reels. They want the opportunity to be on screen. They want the opportunity to do this. So they'll do everything to be in your good graces. And sometimes what you're looking for in a person is that real friendship. And once that person breaks that bond, you start to doubt yourself and you start to doubt your own value as a human being. And you start to think that I'm not worth it. I'm not valuable. I'm not good enough. I look at my life in film school, whereby we're constantly putting our projects, we're constantly doing these things, and we get criticized. And a lot of times it's very difficult to detach from your work because you put everything. And when someone says this is shite, that's like, I gave it everything. So when you're saying it's shite, it means my everything is shite. And that can take away your self-worth. And there are people who pride themselves on doing that. There are people who are constantly just waiting for any opportunity that they can get to put you down. And I feel like if you don't know who you are, this industry, man, like, have you ever seen like how a lot of times when actors, directors, people ask, would you let your kids follow your path, come into your world? And most of the time they say no. No, because this is an industry where talent helps, hard work helps, but there's a lot of luck. And you need to work with people who are very supportive and people who know what the most important thing is, And even with the greatest of intentions, we all somehow at some moments fuck up. I remember one time being on set, and what happened was this guy, he liked this girl, and we all know how those stories go. But the main thing is this girl had been talking to one of the background actors, and one of the extras, and this guy was the main character, one of the main cast in this. And then on top of that, this girl is married, and they were all asking out this girl. One, that put the girl in a weird position where, one, she had to be nice, she had to play along with both men, but at the end of the day, she has to ask herself what's her value and what does this man want from her. He probably just wants to sleep with her because he feels he's entitled. And I don't know if he likes her or not, I don't know. But when you're noticing moments like that, you're like, damn, man, what are we doing? But the main purpose of this video is, if you want to be in the film industry, I feel like watching Sheryl's TED is something that will help you, especially when you start to lose that self-worth. A lot of times, I had someone say something stupid to me, like so recent. They were like, I don't want to sound racist or anything, but you're African. And in my heart, I was like, what do you even mean? And it goes to show you how biased and stupid certain people are. But these people tend to be decision makers, and they look at you as, oh, you are African, so you won't sell, or you're African, you're not worth it. But at the end of the day, that's just how that specific individual views me and views Africans. And they feel like, oh, these people can only go so far. But that is their own limited view, because I feel like the moment you stop seeing the potential in people and you start seeing what people represent, where people come from, and you don't take in accordance what people's talents are, people's desires, the human being within those people, you've already lost a significant chunk of who someone is. When I look at myself, man, I believe I'm one of the greatest. I'm probably one of the best, directors on the come up, one of the best cinematographers on the come up. And if you just look at me as, oh, he's just African, you have no idea what this African can do. You have no idea what this African is. And, it is what it is. I won't stop believing in myself. And I hope for each and every one of you out there, you learn to believe in yourself, protect yourself, be there for yourself, love yourself, champion yourself, be there when someone boxes you in. Listen, it's their own limited view. Don't box yourself in. Go and constantly look for people who want what you want and people who elevate you. I know our industry is shady. I know our industry can be a little bit messed up, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Be the change you seek. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
So I will tell you another story. I will never forget walking to one of those crowded Hollywood rooms, and I see Harry Thomason, producer Harry Thomason, who is married to Linda Bloodworth Thomason, writer-creator of the series Designing Women. I walk right up to Harry and I say, how can it be that after all of these years, Anthony has not had a relationship with a black woman? After all, the show takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. He looked at me, took a step back, and said, who are you? I said, I'm Sheryl Lee Ralph. And he said, okay. Have your people call my people, and we will see what we can do. And guess what happened? I got cast as Etienne Toussaint Bouvier, Las Vegas showgirl turned Anthony's wife for the final season of Designing Women. Oh, yeah. Against all odds, once again, I gave myself permission to take up space, believing that I belonged. I believed that if Sheryl Lee did the work of honing her craft, building solid relationships, and stayed ready so she didn't have to get ready, anything